Hey guys, it's White Chaos and welcome back to another video. I haven't made a video really in the past few weeks. I haven't really been wanting to make a video, but today, kind of making an unplanned video of my thoughts on the Battlefield 1 beta. First off, I just want to tell you guys, expect to see most likely Battlefield 1 content on this channel. Let's get into the reasons why. So, I started playing Battlefield 1 beta, immediately fell in love with it. From the day it came out to the day it went, unfortunately. Very sad about that. But very, very, very fantastic beta. There are some bugs, of course, that need to be fixed, which, if I remember them throughout the video, I'll mention them. But I think one of the biggest bugs, or I don't even know if it's a bug, but the problem that I had the most was there was no timer for when you would spawn in. It just said cancel or deploy. It wouldn't give you a time limit on how long you would have to wait. Found that very irritating, but eventually you were able to spawn in. I just would have loved to see a timer. Hopefully they implement that into the game. Another thing is when it first came out, of course they're making tweaks. It's a beta, I get it. They already fixed the issue though. I just want to touch on that a little bit though. Conquest. It was, I think it was up to 20 minutes long, or it was like 20 minutes long, I think. 25 minutes long, maybe 30. But the score was up to 300, and either you would get the 300 or the time limit would reach. No one ever got the score limit. The closest I ever seen was 248 points before they implemented the new system in, where you just play until someone hits 300 tickets. There's been some very close games with me where we won with 300 tickets versus 298, 2 tickets away from losing. We barely came out on top. It was very, very, very close game, and I think that might have been my best game I've ever played. I don't think I have footage of it though, so it's kind of unfortunate, but. Yeah, to touch up on a few more things. The flying and vehicles. Let's touch up on those. The vehicles are amazing. I don't remember what the vehicle is called exactly, but it's a 5-slotter. You know, the main guy drives. It'll be me and my buddy. He'd be driving or I'd be driving, and then the other person would be kind of in the middle gunning it. It's not a Jeep, but it's got like a kind of a minigun on there type thing, and you can also add like 3 more people onto the vehicle. That's probably my favorite vehicle. Great way to get around, of course, is the Jeep. The horses, I have mixed feelings about those. It's cool in a way, but I don't think it's very good, especially the way that you spawn in on vehicles and horses. I guess that's a vehicle, and airplanes. The way you spawn in on them, you spawn in with like a terrible gun, just terrible setup overall, like a engineer or something, or like a mechanic, something like that. You spawn in as one of those. It's a cool concept, but I don't think they executed it very well. I'm hoping that you'd be able to use your own weapon, primary weapon, and maintain the engineer-like class when you spawn in on those such things as the main driver. I know the light tank needs a nerf. I've had multiple reports of someone in my live stream saying that they went 35-0 in the light tank. One of my friends went 39-0 in the light tank. I personally barely used the light tank. I was more into the fast pace aspect of the game, so I would always rush, and I got some pretty good results with that. I'll get into that in a second. But overall, yeah, the light tank definitely needs a nerf. Maybe it needs to shoot a little slower, do a little bit less damage. I'm not sure, but they'll figure it out. They probably know it needs a nerf too. Now, on to planes. I've heard reports on console. It is very, very simple to fly a plane. Doesn't matter which plane you're flying. I've heard that it's so simple, just like Battlefield 4 or Battlefield Hardline. Doesn't matter. It's pretty easy to fly a plane. Over on PC, where I play, it's damn near impossible to fly a plane. The only thing I get into a plane for is to drop down on a flag, which I kind of did that in Battlefield 4, but a majority of the time in Battlefield 4, when I did get into like a helicopter or a jet, I was getting in it to fight in it, not drop down. In Battlefield 1, I can't fight. I'm only assuming I've seen some great pilots in the game. I'm only assuming they've mastered it completely within days, which is crazy. Or, which is probably the most common option, they're using a controller. And they're just zigzagging, doing a bunch of stuff, killing ground units. It's crazy. I can't even use a bomber. All I can do is go straight and jump out. That's all I can do. It may just be me, but I think the planes on PC need some buffing or some stability control or something like that, because I just don't think it's possible to fly it very well. It's terrible. I guess we'll get into the classes next. Like I said, this is an unplanned video, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. We'll get into the classes, starting off with the assault class. I love it, but the weapons, the primary weapon is not very good. I don't like it very much. They're very inaccurate. There's just something about them. They just don't do much damage or something. They're not very great, and I learned that pretty late in the beta because there was a weekend where I was unable to play at all, so very unfortunate about that. I would love to play all weekend, but I wasn't able to do that. For the longest time, though, I was using the assault class. My favorite part of the assault class is of course, the dynamite and the anti-tank grenade. That's already preset on there. I love those. They take them out not extremely fast, but they do. It's the easiest way to take down a tank, probably, other than using like one of those miniguns off on the side. With the machine gun itself, they're terrible. I don't like them. Let's move on to the medic class. Those weapons, I think they're pretty good. They might need a little bit of a buff, though, for accuracy sakes. Everything else on it, perfect. I love it. That can stay the same. Now, over on, I think there's 4 classes. Yeah, that sounds right. Now, the class that I started using a lot the past few days since the beta, or the last couple of days of the beta, so from like the 5th to the 8th, I was using this support class. Don't remember what exactly weapon it was, but it was nice. It had a giant clip in it, like 32 bullets. Pretty accurate. Once you go prone, you can shoot from in the middle of Charlie and Duff on those little buildings right there. You can shoot from there all the way over to Apples pretty well in a straight shot. There were a few support weapons that could do that, like straight shot while being prone, but this one had a bipod on it, and it also had a scope on it, so it was easier to do that. Very nice weapon. I enjoy the assault class a lot, or the support class. I think I was probably calling it assault. I don't know. The support class, very nice. I love it. Yeah, I don't really have anything else bad to say about it. Now onto the scout sniper. Those are cool too. I had some issues with some of the weapons, but it was probably just me. Very nice very nice balance between all the weapons. I loved it. Support class being my favorite, though. Might change when the game actually comes out, but we'll see. See, anything else I gotta touch up on? Oh yeah, the biggest issue of the game. Not really a bug, but something they definitely need to nerf on the Sinai map, Sinai Desert. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm gonna call it Sinai Desert, is the train. Now, before they put in the patch, the losing team would get the train like 10 minutes into the game, and I mean, yeah, they'd probably still lose, but I mean, they get massive points, massive amount of kills. It doesn't matter. My biggest issue with it, though, well, in the new version of it that they released late into the beta, they fixed it to where now sends it out like super late, like 30 minutes into the game or something for the losing team, which is pretty good on that, but there's still some issues with it. It's a 7-seater, which I think, honestly, they should move it down to at least a 6, if not 5. I think 6 would be the most that you should put in that train. And It's just so beast. It's so overpowered. You can sit in the train, nobody will take you out. I've never seen anybody take out that train before. I've seen it come close, but nobody's actually taken down that train in all my games. I played 11 hours of the game, so it's quite a bit of time on it to try to see somebody take it out. Never seen it happen. But I guess that's all I have to really talk about. Is it? That might be it. A few issues that I have had though is when I'm capping a flag. I've been capping it there for a while since neutralizing, and it wouldn't give me the correct bonus for capturing the flag. It just wouldn't give it to me. Like the 500 points that you get from capturing that flag wouldn't give me the points. And I know for a fact I wasn't recapping my own flag. It was definitely the other teams. I'm going over there capping it, and it's not giving me the points. But whatever. Hopefully they fix that when the game comes out, because I lost a good like 5,000 points doing that, which it's quite a bit of XP, but it's not much in the long run. Hopefully they kind of fix that when the game comes out. I guess that's all I really have to talk about on the subject. I guess one last thing is when I was using OBS before they updated it like halfway through the beta, I was able to record. It was weird. Recording was weird. You'd record in like 480p, and then it would enlarge itself into 1080p, and it wouldn't work after they updated the game. Like the application window wouldn't be showing up, so I had to capture the screen. It was weird. It was wonky, but they'll definitely fix it before the game comes out. I guess finally, that's all I have to really say about the game. Overall, I'm very excited. Definitely going to be grabbing the game and uploading videos on that. If I do miss anything, I'll probably leave my thoughts in the description below or the comment section down below. Again, this was just an unplanned video that I just kind of wanted to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe for more content coming soon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.